Okay, so picking up from where we left off, we've got this square outlet here, and the square outlet is not that ideal. We'd rather have a circular outlet. So how can we actually fix that? Well, what we're going to do is draw a circle that is about a centimeter out here. And so this is 25 millimeters, so it's going to be at about 35 millimeters. And we're going to gradually transition from the square to a circle. So first step is that we want to actually have a new plane where we can draw that circle that is um, not at the edge here, but is in fact, instead of being, let's see, 25 millimeters, we want it to be 20 millimeters. And then we want it to be out 35 millimeters. So what that means is that we want to um, have our basis be um, either the zx plane, or we could make our basis plane 4. Okay, so now plane 5 here is we need to transform that, and I'm going to guess that offset x is going to be helpful. And I'm wrong. Offset y. Offset y is actually not bad at all. That is what we want. Now, since you've selected a transform 1 here, then the transform 2 pops up. And in fact, we do need to offset it in the x direction, but we need to offset it by +5. Okay, so now it's in the center of the outlet. And then we need to now move this outward in the z direction by 35 millimeters. Let's rotate this to make sure that that looks good. And yeah, I think that's all right. Okay, so now generate plane 5 and then look at it. We need to draw a circle. Make sure that the circle is at 0, 0, looking at down here for that. There we go. And we've drawn arbitrary size. Go to dimension so that we can get a diameter. And in fact, it looks like we got a radius instead of a diameter. Um, that should be okay. Okay. So they certainly do line up, but one is an edge, and the other one is a face of a 3D object. So what we really need now is to have a square that is at the end of that outlet there. So how do we do that? Well, you go back to plane 4, can look at that again, and we're going to get a new geometry or a new plane based on plane 4. This is plane 6, and the transform is we're going to move in the z direction by 25 millimeters. Okay, so that's actually good because that puts us at the corner there and makes it easy to draw a square. So we're going to do that now. Go back to sketching. Oops, and we need to generate. Okay. go to Sketching, Rectangle, and need to make sure we're at 0, 0 here. And then draw a square. I'm going to add in the dimensions. And they're going to be 10 millimeters. The basic idea here is that we've simply, put a square there that's going to allow us to bridge between that circle and that square. We're essentially going to make a new geometry. And by putting that square there, it allows us to select that face. Okay, so how do we bridge between the circle and the square? Well, we'll leave that for the video.